morning. Welcome to, just remembered I've got to take my tablet. Welcome to another booktube video from me, Lauren, from Lauren and the Books. She rummages trying to find 2 lots of tablets, but I only need to take the Lansoprazole this morning for the old esophagitis. Welcome to Friday, welcome to another Friday reading vlog. Today's Friday reading vlog, I don't know how much reading there's going to be done in this Friday reading vlog. It's quite a busy Friday, which is why I've employed my pen and notebook in order to write down a list of the things that I need to do today. Obviously there'll be audiobooks going on, but so I can do stuff while that's happening, read while stuff is happening. But yeah, I wonder how much time there's going to be for actual sitting down and reading. Now, I've taken this moment in bed because it's just 8 o'clock to sit down and do some reading. My husband David is just making me some cup of tea, and I'm not very good at taking tablets, which is mad because I have to take 2 massive ones every day. So David's making me a cup of tea. I'm going to make a list of the things I need to do today, share them with you, drink my cup of tea whilst reading, because this might be the only time I get to sit down and read, although I probably will sit down and read with breakfast as well. I'm still reading these books, guys, same books as last week. Agatha Christie, A Very Elusive Woman. However, less than 100 pages of this left now. Very much enjoying this. We'll definitely check out more of Lucy Worsley's biographies in future. And then The Three Dahlias by Katie Watson. I'm on page 234 and it's 364 pages long, so about 130 pages of that left. So those are the books I'm going to be reading with my cup of tea. But for now, let me just write down a list of the things I've got to do. Then I'll share them with you. You can come along with me to do my bits. Let's go. Number 1, wash hair. Ta-da! It magically appeared. It magically appeared at the precise right moment because I've just finished writing my list. Do you want to hear my list, David?
What are you going to do today?
And you can tell me if I've got anything I need to add on or anything you might like to take on yourself.
No.
Take on myself. Not quite reaching those ranges yet, are we?
No.
Wash my hair. Can you take that on for me?
No.
Food shop.
No.
Email back about the car.
No.
Email back books in my bag.
No.
Finish the puzzle.
No.
Clean the bathroom.
No.
Hoover throughout.
Yes.
Take the bed to Maz's. We'll both be doing that. Order single bed sheets.
No.
Set the dinner table.
Yes.
Tidy the lounge.
Yes.
Put all washing away.
No.
Sort through the last box of clothes.
No.
Do an Outfits October post.
Yes.
No, you can't do that. Pick up the cabbages from Charlotte.
Well, we could probably do that when we get
took
to
the bed off, yeah. Make coleslaw.
No.
No, I'll do that.
Okay.
That won't take long. I've got the old ninja that can do that for me, basically.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, so we've got... The exciting thing is that we've got people coming round for dinner. They're my friends I've made through choir. So I've got my friend from choir coming round and her husband.
Acquired them through choir.
I've acquired a friend through choir, and they're coming around for dinner tonight, which is very exciting because we don't have choir during the summer, so it's nice to see her in the summer. And yeah, we made friends very early on. I think maybe like in my 3rd or 4th week of choir. We've just been pals ever since, and it's nice to see each other outside of choir because choir is only an hour and a half every week. So I only get to see her for about 10 minutes at the beginning of it. So yeah, exciting. So that's the day. 16 jobs, but David's doing 3 of them. So 13 jobs. So I'm going to take this opportunity to sit and read for a bit. Now, as I said, I'm keen to get these done. Also, I've got to finish that puzzle, which is also going to be quite long. I think what I might do, how it's going to work, is I'm going to read and drink my tea. Read until I've drunk my tea. Then I'm going to go and answer my emails. Then I'll have breakfast and read and drink my tea until that's over. Then I'll have a good old blast at finishing the puzzle. Then I'll get changed, wash my hair, go and do the food shop. Then...
Oh yeah, because if you don't finish the puzzle, we'll have to...
I know, the puzzle needs finishing, otherwise it'll have to go back in the box because we need the table for dinner tonight.
Oh.
Then I'll come back after food shop and I'll do my chores. I'll tidy my bathroom. I'll put all the washing away. I'll sort through the last box of clothes. Then, go to making the bed with me in it. Then we'll take the bed to my auntie's with my dad and pick up the cabbages from Charlotte. Then I'll make the coleslaw and do the Outfits October post. Then I'll get ready and then I'll help David with any of his things, hoover throughout, set the dinner table and tidy the lounge. Sounds completely manageable, doesn't it? But I'm sure there's other things I'll think of along the way. But for now, let me read chapter 33 of Agatha Christie, A Very Elusive Woman, Christie Land After the War. After the initial relief of returning to Greenway after the war, Agatha and indeed many other Britons found the piece a bit of a letdown. I'm going to answer some emails, which was the first job on the list, but I just wanted to say that this is, although little to maybe none, no, there will be some reading going on because I'll be doing some audio booking. It's still a Friday reading vlog and we're still going to answer one of these questions at the end of the Friday reading vlog. Look, this is how many, since we've been doing Friday reading vlogs, this big lot, that's how many questions we've answered. This is how many we've got to go, but there are 2 questions on each sheet, on each card, so this will last us, my computer's just turned off, this will last us at least another 2 years, I should think, before I have to think of another. Oh, I thought I had put the password in. There we go. Before I have to think of something else to do on a Friday reading vlog. So let's shuffle, but we are certainly getting there. Let's go for The House on Mango Street. If you could live in any house within a work of literature, what would it be? I already know my answer for this. If you could live in any house within a work of literature, what would it be? Great question. I like the sort of situational ones where you get put into a book. The Christmas one was like that, wasn't it? Like, what Christmas would you enjoy? But yeah, I'll read it out again and we will answer that at the end of the vlog. If you could live in any house within a work of literature, what would it be? And then we will be reading a poem from A Poem for Every Summer Day. Only got a couple more of these before we go back onto the autumn poems. It'll be September before we know it. Right, okay. Let's get answering emails whilst listening to the end of this podcast. Actually, I need my charger for my computer. And then breakfast and a little bit more reading. Then I've got to get this puzzle finished. Go. She's got shorts on.
Absolutely right. It's mad to think of the tech references. It gives me chills to think of that. But also, I think historical fiction obviously it tells us a lot about the time when it's set, but it also tells us a lot about the time when it's written, I think. And I wonder if you both feel...
Emails answered. Breakfast underway. Just making me and David a cup of tea. A little spoiler into next year's Cosy Reading. No, not Cosy Reading Nights, because I've just been talking about Cosy Reading Night. Next year's Friday reading vlogs. We won't have the... I know we haven't done them for a few weeks now because I've been doing Agatha Christie stuff, but we won't have the reading challenge anymore, will we? Because I would have probably done all of those. So I thought something I might do next year is every Friday, I might do a little bit of baking out of this cookbook. You know, I love the roasting tin books, and this is the sweet roasting tin, my least used roasting tin book. And I thought it might be quite fun to work my way through this and do a little bit of baking every Friday. So there we go, just a little tidbit into what you can expect next year from Friday reading vlogs. But let's get this one out of the way first, shall we? So a cup of tea for me and David. Do I want toast or do I want granola? Breakfast and Agatha Christie, A Very Elusive Woman. We're up to chapter 34 now, second row in the stalls. The evening of the 13th of April 1958 provided one of the defining images of Agatha Christie's life. It's about the Mousetrap. I haven't seen the Mousetrap before. Have you seen the Mousetrap? Is it worth going to see? David and I were considering going to see it in August. August to Christie. But I was like, oh, do I really want to be in London in August when it's boiling? Turns out it hasn't been boiling at all. So we could have gone, but we haven't. There's some of the washing that I've got to put away today as part of my job. So breakfast done. Read a little bit more of both books. I'm now going to have a 33-minute session on the old puzzle whilst I listen to the episode of QuickBook Reviews from the 14th of August and have a little go at this and see how much I can get done. Let me show you how much I've done now and then we'll see how much I've done after half hour. Here it is. So it's going very well. I mean, as you can see, it's, I would say, 2/3 done. This is what it's to look like in the end. I've pulled out some bits there for curtains and stuff. There's a few more bits, so if I click, that'll be, when I click, then we're gonna see how much I've done after 30 minutes. 1, 2, 3, ta-da! I mean, I don't know how much I've actually done, but that was half hour's solid graft. It's time to get in the shower and wash my hair now. Well, actually, before I get in the shower, David, I'm gonna put away some washing. What are you laughing at?
You.
Why?
Like, as if you just interrupted me mid-conversation.
Well, that's what it's all about. Conversation.
Just let me know.
Yeah, I'm going to put away some of my clothes before I de-sweat myself. In fact, I put away all my clothes and I can tick something off the list, can't I, David? I've washed my hair. I'm so pleased. I washed my hair, it's rank. So yes, it's because my hair has currently got blonde dye underneath it. The red on top of it, it fades so quickly, so I'm really trying not to wash my hair all that much. But it needed it, especially as I've got guests coming. So I'm going to put on my daytime clothes, which involve this sports bra that I bought secondhand from Lena, from Girlfriend Collective. These are so comfy, these sports bras. T-shirt from Lucy and Yak, with lots of sea creatures on. And then my mango jeans that I got from Stitch Fix. That's the daytime clothes. I wasn't able to put away all of the washing because I've still got my period knickers drying. God, didn't they take a long time to dry? I mean, even, it is hot, like it's warm, and it's also breezy, and they're still taking ages to dry. So they're still out on an error, trying to be dry. Can't put them out today because there's supposed to be a thunderstorm and it's going to rain, and it looks like it could rain, so there we go. Right, I'm going to get changed, and then I think I'm going to put away a box of clothes, and then maybe have another bash of the puzzle, and then go and do the shop, I think. Summer clothes! Getting them out in the end of August, la 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 la. End of August for my summer clothes.
Summer might start soon.
Yeah. What the hell is this? Oh, it's a dress. I was like, what the hell is this? So, I'm doing my, this has been happening slowly, but I may as well get them out for a little bit at the very least. It's literally, what is it today, the 18th of August? We've realistically got 12 days of summer left. I'm getting some clothes out, but we'll do it. I've got some, and I think September's normally quite warm anyway, so this is probably going to be a slightly different. So for example, I can't see myself getting out a strappy dress. I've already got 2 strappy dresses, and if it's warm in the next sort of 4 to 5 weeks, I'll just wear one of those strappy dresses. So this is going to be more sort of like, what wouldn't I mind wearing in September as well. So yeah, let's go. Strappy dress. No. Well done me for sorting my clothes out, and I've had a lovely little wardrobe clean up. So if you've watched my video of me sorting out, oh lovely, if you watched my video of me cleaning the house using a cleaning app, then you'll know how obsessed I've become with Sweepy, and one of my jobs to do is tidy up the wardrobe every 30 days, so I've just done that. without even realising. I've hung these are the bits that I've got out of storage. I actually might wear one of them tonight. Maybe this one, I love this one. But I'm just leaving them there to sort of air out a bit before I put them in the wardrobe, because they're a bit, not like stinky, but just a bit stale. So they're going to stay there for a bit, but there we go. So another job I can highlight off the list. Isn't that good, David?
That's the best, my pub.
I think I might go and sort out my... I'm going to have another look at the list and see what's going on, and whether or not it's time to go and do the food shop. Yeah, it's only 11 o'clock. I feel like I'm bloody on fire. David's just asked if the 4 pairs of period knickers that I've got hanging out are our napkins for tonight. It's just started raining, and we were going to have lunch. What we've got for lunch is, because we're about to defrost the freezer. Well, I say we, the royal we. David's about to defrost the freezer. He's going to do it tomorrow. So we've been eating a few bits from the freezer. Oh, aren't you up high? So a couple of things we've got out of the freezer are these Yorkshire pudding wraps, which is exciting. Oh, we have to cook them, David.
How long for?
6 minutes. Oh, from Frozen.
Oh, wow.
Well,
That's right.
And then some of this shawarma kebab stuff. So I just want, I mean, we can't just have that, can we? So I'm going to go and do the shopping now. And drop something off at the charity shop, which is like just a bag of stuff that when I was sorting out the clothes this morning. Yeah, so I'm gonna go and do that now, and then come back and then have luncheon. Back from my chores. I just realised I didn't film a bloody thing in the supermarket, David.
What a waste.
I know. Now I've got to eat this. David's already just... The wrap is quite hard, I think, to keep together. Would you agree?
Mm-hmm.
David's just said, I don't think I'm going to enjoy this. No, not even I don't think. I don't know how I'm going to enjoy this.
It's not like a relaxing eat.
No. And I don't know how much...
Messy.
It's lovely, though. I don't know how much reading I can do with it. Normally, I'll try my hardest, but I'm getting through my jobs list, and I reckon I could be about to finish my puzzle, or before my dad gets here to help pack the bed away. I do feel like I'm absolutely bossing life when I'm ticking things off of a list. David, on this screen where it says FIFA 21, in the bottom right hand corner it says 98 hours. Is that how many hours you've played it?
Yeah.
98 hours. Wow. Absolutely must finish puzzle before mateys come round tonight. So that's the next thing. Oh, did you see my mum and the little one getting stuck in the rain? She looks quite happy though. Bless them. Let's get on with this. It's finished! Oh, the day's coming along lovely. Look how backlit I am. It's because I want to use my new damp duster on these here. Is this gonna work? They're so ranked. I mean, it's doing some of the job. Oh my god, it's filthy. Woo! She always will. Anyway, a lot of the jobs have been being jobbed. And my mum helped me put up my curtains, which were falling down. My mum helped me put the curtain things back up. And yeah, it's looking good. So left on the list to do, hoover throughout, David. Set the dinner table, David. Tidy the lounge, David. Put all the washing away. I've only got my knickers to put away. Got to do my outfits October post, and I've got to make coleslaw. I'd like to be getting ready by 6. It's 4:20. I think I'll just finish off doing those at that window. God, what have I become? And then I think I'll do my outfits October post, make the coleslaw, want to start getting ready by 6. It's all going brilliantly. Look at that. It's Saturday. That's because we've just literally watched a video where they were saying that their next YouTube video where next videos out on Sunday. David and I are so into Cecelia Blomdahl's YouTube channel. A few people recommended her to me when we said we were going to Norway for our honeymoon. And yeah, she lives in the Arctic Circle in Longyearbyen, which is like almost the North Pole. And we've been loving watching the videos, haven't we?
We really have.
We really have been into it lots. And we've watched quite a lot of the old backlog now, so we're looking forward to a new one tomorrow. Anyway, as you know, it's Saturday, so we had a lovely time with our friends last night. So the friends we're coming around is a friend I've made through choir and her husband. And David hasn't met her, well, you've sort of met her in passing, haven't you, a few times, but I'd never met her husband before, and I've met her husband in passing. And yeah, it was really nice. Burgers, chat. Just had a lovely time. It absolutely chucked it down, didn't it?
It really did.
Just as they were leaving, bless them. And then today, we've got more people around for dinner tonight. We've got my cousin Laura and my cousin Laura's husband Tom. They're coming around and we're going to play Catan. David's just been to my parents' house to pick up Catan, but we spent the morning reading. No, that's not true. The morning cleaning, but I also did manage to finish off Agatha Christie, A Very Elusive Woman, which is the biography of Agatha Christie by Lucy Worsley. I will definitely read more stuff by Lucy Worsley. What are you looking at me so nicely for?
I don't know, it's just like, I just had to stare.
Oh, I thought you were really interested in what I was saying. I thought you were thinking, oh, I'm going to pick that book
No,
up really soon.
not our bag.
Lucy Worsley, very sort of conversational and interesting, almost like you're having a chat with her about Agatha Christie. It just felt very readable, and yeah, I feel like I learned loads. What I will say though is that it is absolutely chock full of spoilers. I was reading The Murder of Roger Ackroyd. There's a spoiler in there about that. We're reading The Crooked House for Patreon Book Club. There's a spoiler in there about that. So yeah, there's a lot of spoilers. But I really enjoyed it and I thought it was really good. And I learned a lot about Agatha. And yeah, interesting. We'll definitely read more by her. So would also like to get the Three Dahlias finished. I've got a book out from the library. David, could you reach down? There's a book down there by Claire McIntosh called Island something. Can you see it? It's a library book. It's on the floor.
Oh.
Oh. David was a bit hangry, but he's just had a crisp and coleslaw sandwich.
What's it called?
I am sorry. I didn't realise they were there. I am sorry.
What's it called? A Game of Lies?
Yes. Sorry, I thought
That's what I said. I need to get up.
I am sorry. I should have done that myself.
You should have done.
Yes, I am
You've
sorry.
done nothing today.
I really want to read this. Claire McIntosh is the author of a few books, one of which I loved, I Let You Go. I remember reading that for book club years and years ago. And I think her books are really like page turnery. And I heard her discussing this book on the Quick Book Reviews podcast, and she was talking about it, and she actually used the phrase, I'm sure it was modern Agatha Christie, as in like a mystery type thing. This sounds great, and I'm really keen to read it. I'm surprised, I got this out from the library, and I really thought it was going to have a 2-week back loan on it, but it doesn't. They say the camera never lies, but on this show you can't trust anything you see. Stranded in the Welsh mountains, 7 reality show contestants have no idea what they've signed up for. Each of these strangers has a secret. If another player can guess the truth, they won't just be eliminated, they'll be exposed live on air. The stakes are higher than they've ever imagined, and they're trapped. The disappearance of a contestant wasn't supposed to be part of the drama. Detective Fionn Morgan, this is the second in the Fionn Morgan series, so if I enjoy this I will go back and get the other one, has to put aside what she's watched on screen and find out who these people really are, knowing she can't trust any of them. And when a murderer strikes, Fionn discovers every one of her suspects has an alibi and a secret worth killing for. It does very much sound like the synopsis of a Agatha Christie book. So yeah, I'm bloody keen to finish this so I can get on with it. So I'm on page 312 of this. Oh, it's quite a lot. 364, so I've got 52 pages to read. My cousin and her husband, it's 3:30, they're coming round at 7:30. Maybe I could. David's got the podcast to edit, the Strictly Come Dancing podcast that we're doing, Strictly Pod Dancing it's called. Oh, that'll be available today if you're watching this on Sunday. If you go to wherever you get your podcast from and type in Strictly Pod Dancing, should come up. It's the episode where we react to this year's cast. So yeah, I'm going to crack on with all of that. I'll show you what we're having for dinner a bit later on. And maybe I'll wrap this up. No, I will wrap this up today because then it will be ready for you in the morning. I've got to think of another video to film to put up on Tuesday. And I've got no ideas. Could do a fashion one, couldn't I? Maybe I will. I've got nothing planned for tomorrow apart from watching the Women's World Cup final. Anyway, onwards we go with the Three Dahlias. The thing about the past is it so rarely wants to say buried. Like bodies, Johnny replied glumly. They seem to keep pitching up everywhere this week. Each chapter starts with an excerpt from the fictional books that this is about, which is about a series called Dahlia Lively. And that's from Dahlia Lively in A Rather Lively Murder by Lettice Davenport in 1932. Dinner was being served when they returned to the house. Lovely. I finished it! I finished the Three Dahlias too. Well done me. So yeah, this was quite fun. It was set over a convention weekend where they're celebrating this character, Dahlia Lively, who's sort of like I think a Miss Marple type character from the sound of the actors that have played her. There's 3 actors here, 3 Dahlias. Sounds as though she's younger than Miss Marple. And yeah, so they're there at this sort of stately home, and there's a murder and there's investigations going on. Yeah, it was fun. There's a second one already called A Very Lively Murder. I didn't suspect who had done it. I think this would be, if you're into Agatha Christie, I think you'd be quite pleased to read this. So there we go. Completed. So I will start. I'm gonna wrap the vlog up now because David's over there editing, being very, very cute, and I thought maybe I'd go over there and do my editing too, and we can be little editing buddies together and get this ready for you for Sunday morning. So I am going to start A Game of Lies. Maybe I'll still be reading it by next Friday. If not, you'll have to see what I thought about it either on my Instagram, where I review all my books, or on my reading wrap up. But let us wrap this up. So the question was, if you could live in any house within a work of literature, what would it be? And when I read this out, I knew the answer to this instantly. And it is a house. Well, it's a home, and it's in the Nevermoor books, because Morrigan Crow, who the Nevermoor books are about, she gets taken away on her, she's a cursed child and she's destined to die, I think, on her 13th birthday. And on her 13th birthday, a chap called Jupiter North turns up, who's very eccentric, and takes her away to train her up, so she's able to join a special society where she can sort of hone her skills. And Jupiter North lives in a hotel, and the bedroom that he gives Morrigan is it grows with you. So as the room gets to know you, it gives you different things. So when she moves in, it's just like a bed in a room, and as she's there, like, it gets to know her, what she might like, and like on a particular day she might want like a special little cozy blanket, and then on another day, and I just loved that so much. That was just so sort of magical to me. So that is the house I would pick. It's a hotel, but it's a home. I'm actually very much due a reread of all of the Nevermoor books, because the 4th one in the series is coming out in October. So yeah, I might start re-listening to them next month. Yeah, that'll be exciting. So yeah, but interested to hear, if you could live in any house within a work of literature, what would it be? Excited to hear that from you. And then let's have a poem, David, because we're almost, David, we're almost. What are you eating? What are you eating?
There are some bits in this Dr. Pepper.
No, what are you eating?
I just had a couple of crisps.
You just had a couple of crisps. We haven't got any nuts at the moment. Keep the wolf from the door, because Jesus, we want that wolf kept from the door. Right, The Forlorn Sea by Stevie Smith, or And Death Shall Have No Dominion by Dylan Thomas. I think we might go for. They're both a double pager, guys, so you'll have to settle in. But I think we're going to go for The Forlorn Sea. And as I said, I'm starting to read like the little bit at the top of the poem now, so that we get a little feel for it, because that's what makes me enjoy poetry. So it says here, in this poem, Stevie Smith's narrator tells a strange magical story about a princess who marries a fairy king and moves to a fairy kingdom near a forlorn sea. So here we go. The Forlorn Sea by Stevie Smith. Our princess married a fairy king. It was a sensational wedding. Now they live in a palace of porphyry, far, far away by the forlorn sea. Sometimes people visit them. Last week they invited me. That is how I can tell you they live by a forlorn sea. They said, here's a magic carpet. Come on this. When you arrive, we will give you a big kiss. I play in the palace garden. I climb the sycamore tree. Sometimes I swim in the forlorn sea. The king and the princess are shadowy yet beautiful. They are waited on by white cats who are dutiful. It is like a dream when they kiss and cuddle me, but I like it, I like it. I do not wish to break free. So I eat all they give me because I have read, if you eat family food, if you eat fairy food, you will never wake up in your own bed. But we'll go on living, as has happened to me, far, far away by a forlorn sea. Forlorn sea. Nice, there we go. We are only one poem away. I mean, I've got every intention of doing a Friday reading vlog next week, but if I don't, then we'll be on to the autumn book. So yeah, nice. Looking forward to getting into some autumn poetry. Excited. So there we go. Another Friday reading vlog. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you all again soon for another Richard video. Goodbye. Say bye, David.
Bye.
Bye.